Sagittarius, there are days when the world feels like it's shedding its skin, not because of something big, but because of something so small, a single moment of silence between two breaths. This day, November 2nd, carries the vibration of awakening, a subtle shift between closure and rebirth. There's something in the air, something that slows your heartbeat, as if the universe itself is holding your hand, whispering, "Don't rush anymore. The road is being cleared for your freedom." You, the one who has seen light even in the darkest days. You have watched, waited, hoped, and sometimes in the quiet of days when nothing seemed to move, your soul was learning patience, the hardest lesson for a Sagittarius to master. The universe isn't silent to punish you. It's aligning your frequency so what you desire can find you in the exact right moment. Delay is not denial. It's a sacred invitation to trust. To trust yourself, the one who has fallen and still stood back up, the one who finds meaning even when the map has blown away. There were days when you gave everything, love, loyalty, the purest faith. You thought that if you loved deeply enough, everything would stay. But now, souls born under Sagittarius don't come to keep things. They come to understand. To understand that love isn't possession, it's the journey that helps both souls become free. Today, you'll see it clearly. Not everyone is meant to walk with you till the end, and that's okay. Not everyone can hold the depth of your heart. Not everyone can look into your fire without fear of being burned. But the key is this. Don't dim your fire just because the world isn't ready to see it. Rest for a while. Breathe deeply. Feel the rhythm of your own heart. Every beat is a message from the universe, reminding you that you're still alive, still moving forward, still loved, even when you forget it. You are rebuilding your faith, not just in others, but in your own soul. Life never takes away what your spirit truly needs. It only peels away what's no longer you, so that you can return to your purest self, clear, brave, and wiser than before. Don't fight the change. Dance with it. When one door closes, trust that it's the universe protecting you from what no longer matches your vibration. When someone leaves, remember, their chapter was never meant to go further than it did. And you still have so many chapters left to write. Faith isn't knowing the ending. Faith is taking the next step, even when you can't see the road. That's the sacred lesson of Sagittarius, to walk, not to arrive, but to discover yourself. These days you may feel a quiet calling, a nudge deep in your chest, a dream that won't let go, a symbol that keeps repeating. Don't ignore it. That's your soul knocking. You might dream of a familiar face or notice a sign that makes you pause. See it as an invitation from destiny. It's time to free yourself from what no longer fits. And when you do, when you release, forgive, accept, you'll feel the miracle. Not a loud one, but a still, radiant peace, a lightness in your chest, clarity like sunlight filtering through the trees. That's when you'll realize freedom doesn't come from leaving. It comes from staying true to your own heart. Trust in divine timing. Every ending is a blessing in disguise. Every tear a baptism of the soul. Every wound a doorway where light enters. And on this day, November 2nd, if you feel your heart opening, if you notice a sign, a message, a dream, a whisper, don't be surprised. It's the universe saying, "It's time, Sagittarius. Don't just exist, live." If these words resonate with your soul, write in the comments below, "I am ready to live true to myself." Because when you declare it, the universe opens doors you never knew existed. You'll start to feel the exhaustion fade, as you begin to prioritize yourself. When you allow rest without guilt. When you say no without fear of disappointing others. That's when your healing begins, naturally, quietly, like the first breath after a storm. You are the giver, the believer, the soul who lifted others with nothing in return. But now, Sagittarius, the universe wants you to learn a new lesson, the lesson of balance and self-worth. Trust me, the universe never forgets. Every kind word, every silent tear, every unspoken forgiveness is recorded in the fabric of time. And when you least expect it, those seeds will bloom, not by human timing, but by divine timing. Heaven's fairness isn't measured by speed, but by the maturity of the soul. This is your moment to rise, not through noise, but through energy. You have nothing left to prove. You already are enough. Just return to yourself. You are the light, even in the dark. You are faith, even when trembling. And never forget, the brightest souls are those who dared to face their own shadows without fear. Tonight, as the wind shifts and the air smells of beginnings, lift your head to the sky. Those stars, they are not outside of you. They are the architecture of your being. The same force that moves galaxies is pulsing inside your heart. On the path you're walking, there are no mistakes, only lessons. There are no meaningless losses, only transformation. And if something returns to your life these days, a person, a memory, an old opportunity, see it as a test from the universe, not a punishment, but a gentle question. Have you chosen yourself yet? Because sometimes what comes back isn't meant to stay. It returns only to show you that you no longer need it. There has always been something different about you, a kind of soul wisdom that you carried long before you came to this earth. Even as a child, you could feel what others didn't say. You could sense energy before words appeared. Sensitivity is not weakness. It's the most delicate gift the universe could give you. But every gift needs care. Because being sensitive also means you absorb the emotions of others, carry sorrows that were never yours, and sometimes forget the sound of your own voice. That's why now, the universe is calling you to cleanse your energy. Not just to tidy your physical space, but to clear your thoughts, your habits, and the relationships that no longer nourish you. Return to nature, to your breath, to the sunlight, the simplest things, yet the most healing ones. Truth doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers, through a glance, a dream, or that quiet moment when you just know something is over, even if no one says it. And today, Sagittarius, that silence is a blessing, because it shows you the part of yourself that still longs to be seen, not by others but by you. You once stayed where your soul had already left. You tried to save those who didn't want to be saved. You kept working in spaces that no longer matched your frequency. But now, the energy is shifting. The universe wants to see you wake up each morning with purpose, with peace, not out of obligation. And for that to happen, your world may need to tremble a little. Some people will drift away, some doors will close. Don't be afraid. That empty space isn't punishment, it's room for creation and new joy. Sometimes the soul needs stillness to remember what wholeness feels like. There's no beginning without a pause, no light without passing through the dark. And in that silence, you'll finally hear the truth of your own heart, that you no longer wish to merely exist. You want to live, not to impress, but to feel, not to be perfect, but to be free. You crave genuine connections, soulful conversations, eyes that speak without words. And believe me, it's closer than you think. A connection Maybe a person, a mission, or a new version of yourself is waiting for you on a higher frequency. But to rise there, you must close a few old doors. Closing doors is not failure, it's a ritual of maturity. It's the declaration that you will no longer pour energy into what doesn't resonate with your vibration. Don't apologize for choosing peace. Those who truly love you will understand. Those who can't were only travelers on your awakening path. Some people leave to teach you gratitude. Some stay to help you build the future. Both are blessings. Tonight, I see the image of wind and fire intertwining, the two ancient elements of Sagittarius. Wind is freedom, vision, and wisdom. Fire is passion, faith, and transformation. When you learn to let them dance together without being blown away or burned out, you become the creator of your destiny. And when that happens, you'll no longer need to search for the path, because you are the path. If these words touch your heart, write below, "I am ready to live true and free." When you speak those words, you sign a new covenant with the universe, that from this moment on, you will no longer chase the light, you will become the light. When you learn to listen to your emotions without judgment, your inner fire will no longer be the storm of anger, but the torch of creation. And when you let your emotional waters flow without fear, you will no longer feel stuck between two uncertain shores. The harmony of fire and water, of action and emotion, will open a new level of personal power. One so radiant that even those who once doubted you will fall silent and whisper, "They've been reborn." And I'm not speaking in metaphors, Sagittarius. I'm talking about a real rebirth, a total transformation of your spirit, your emotions, and your direction in life. You're about to rediscover gifts you once buried, talents you silenced out of fear, dreams you folded away because you thought others might laugh. You'll begin to create something that belongs entirely to you, a project, a piece of art, a path, something infused with your energy, your story, your soul. It won't be easy. There will be days you'll feel lost, days when your effort seems unseen, when the universe feels quiet. But those are the days you're actually closest to the destination. Don't give up. Every seed you plant this month will become the foundation for a stable, abundant future. The universe has already written a beautiful ending for you, not the kind found in fairy tales, but the kind that makes you smile softly and whisper, "I understand now. Everything happened for a reason." A gift will come, not loud, not dramatic, but gentle, like a sign, a whisper, a hand on your shoulder. It might be a fated meeting, an unexpected career opening, or a spiritual experience that makes you see life through brand new eyes. But for that to find you, you must learn the art of calm. Calmness is the strongest magnet for miracles. Guard your energy like it's sacred gold. Don't argue with those who have decided not to understand you. Don't defend yourself when your soul only asks for silence. Speak only when your words bring peace. Right now, silence is your greatest ally. And remember, life never takes anything from you. It only teaches you how to live without what you no longer need. Sometimes, failure is simply victory in disguise. Sagittarius, trust me, your soul knows the way, even when your mind is uncertain. Trust the process, even when you can't see the outcome. Trust love, even when it still hurts. Because you weren't born to follow someone else's path. You came here to see deeper, to feel more, and to transform more profoundly than most could imagine. You came to turn pain into wisdom, loneliness into creation, and darkness into a guiding flame. Dawn is near. Your energy is changing, no longer the impulsive fire of a wanderer, but the steady strength of one who understands. I can feel something rising within you. A flame that once went quiet, a calling you've ignored for too long. Now it returns, fierce, unstoppable. It's not the fire of ego, but the fire of your mission. Sometimes life leads you off course, only so you can find your truest self. And that's exactly what's happening now. The universe isn't confusing you, it's pruning you, cutting away what's unnecessary so your soul can bloom again. Even the most beautiful flowers need trimming before they blossom once more. And you too are quietly blooming, not seeking approval, not needing recognition, but growing in your own rhythm, with open wounds and shining eyes, eyes that finally understand the meaning of pain. When everything seems to collapse, that's when you're being born again, clearer, stronger, more real than ever. In the days ahead, you may encounter old memories, familiar faces, past emotions. Don't be afraid. They're not punishments, they're gates to liberation. Every emotion that resurfaces is a doorway to freedom. Have the courage to walk through it. Face it, even if your voice trembles. Speak your truth, even through tears. You don't have to be strong all the time, because sometimes vulnerability is the greatest form of courage. The universe reminds you strength isn't the absence of tears, it's the choice to believe after you've cried. There is no growth without pain, no healing without goodbye, no light without night. And right now, a new wave of energy is flowing through your field. It is the frequency of expansion, of wisdom, and of true freedom. If these words touch your heart, leave a comment below. I am ready to be reborn, free, and creative. Because when you speak those words, the universe responds, not with noise, but with movement. And soon you'll realize, every dream you once feared to follow is beginning to come alive. Your intuition will start to heighten. Everything becomes clearer, sharper. Dreams will no longer feel random, they will carry messages. Repeating numbers, familiar songs, a flutter in your chest right before you cross into something new. These are all signs. Don't ignore them. You are being guided on a spiritual level deeper than before. Your guardian spirits are whispering only one word: trust. This isn't the time to control. This is the time to surrender to the divine flow that's already carrying you forward. Because when you stop resisting what's meant to be, everything starts to move in miraculous rhythm. I can see an image in your energy, a golden door, gently opening. Behind it, a soft light, difficult to see in full, but you know you must walk through. That door represents your new beginning, a new chapter, a new frequency, where your soul is free and reborn. It might come as a major change, a new home, a new career, a sudden journey, or an encounter that completely reshapes how you see love. Whatever it is, it will shake things up. But remember, every disruption carries the energy of good fortune. Your soul is leading you closer to your true destiny. I can also feel you releasing an old promise, a silent loyalty that once tied you to something whose purpose is now complete. Now, you are free. You are not responsible for healing everyone. You are not required to carry anyone's pain. Your only sacred duty is to return to yourself, to honor your own path, and to allow yourself to rest. At times, the past will call your name, a message, a dream, a memory. You'll stand at a crossroads. One road feels familiar, the other unknown. And though your mind may hesitate, your heart already knows the answer. The new version of you no longer seeks drama, it seeks peace. It no longer needs to prove anything, it longs for connection. It no longer fights to be right, it wants to understand. As this inner change unfolds, your outer world will begin to shift in harmony. Some relationships will fade gently, like leaves falling in late autumn. Others will deepen, and new soul connections will appear. People who feel like home, as if you've known them for lifetimes. Don't doubt it. These souls come to remind you who you truly are, before the world made you forget. You'll also feel a powerful creative calling rising within. You'll want to write, paint, sing, plant, cook, or simply create something that carries your energy. Don't ignore that urge. Creativity is the language of the soul. When words are no longer enough, everything you create from the heart, a letter, a poem, even a breath of gratitude, is a living prayer. And while your spirit expands, don't forget to care for your body, the temple of your soul. Walk barefoot on the earth, drink clean water, eat lightly, sleep deeply. Your body is not just a vessel. It is a sacred cup holding the energy of the universe. Treat it with love, with respect, with gratitude. In the months ahead, you will receive signs, quiet confirmations that you are on the right path. Moments that seem like coincidences, a phrase repeated by someone else, a song that plays at the perfect time, a meeting that feels divinely arranged. None of these are random. They are answers. Whenever doubt appears, whisper softly, "Show me a sign," and then watch how it comes through a glance, a dream, or a breeze at your window. And when dark days arrive, when everything seems to slow down, remember this: growth is not always visible. Sometimes, while the surface is still, your soul is busy rearranging everything within. Be patient with yourself. You're doing far better than you realize. A major chapter is closing, and with it comes relief, as if you finally set down a heavy suitcase you've carried for years. Let the old dissolve in grace, because from that empty space, the light of true life will enter. If these words are awakening something within your heart, write in the comments, "I am ready to trust and walk through the golden door of destiny." Because when you speak those words, the universe smiles and sends you the first sign of an entirely new chapter. The moment ahead marks the end of a long cycle and the beginning of a completely new rhythm within your soul. When it happens, don't look back. Walk forward with your head held high, grateful for all that taught you, and ready to step gently into the new light. The past has nothing left to teach you. The future is waiting for your yes. And remember, magic isn't something that happens out there. It lives inside of you. Magic isn't mysterious. It's the moment you choose to believe, amid doubt. It's when you keep choosing love, even when you're afraid. It's when you trust, even before you can see the way. Sagittarius, there's an invisible language being written all around you. Not in words, but in vibration. The language of signs, of synchronicity, of the quiet calling inside your heart. You've already started to understand it, even if you don't yet grasp it completely. Each time a thought repeats, each time a number appears 3 times, each time someone says exactly what you were just thinking, it isn't coincidence. It's the universe responding. But to hear that language, you must become silent within the noise. Silent before fear, before the echoes of the past, before the opinions that were never yours. Allow yourself to be alone. No screens, no rush, no pretending to be okay. In that stillness, you will hear what your soul has been whispering all along. You are ready. Generations before you fought to survive. Etched into their blood was the fear of loss. And that memory still lives in you. Sometimes it makes you control too tightly, doubt too quickly, build walls too soon. But Sagittarius, that inheritance no longer belongs to you. You came here to break the pattern, to live by faith, not by fear. When you choose trust, you're not only healing yourself, you're liberating the stories of your ancestors. You are the one ending the cycle of fear and beginning the cycle of freedom. I can feel it clearly in your energy. A new kind of leadership is rising, not the leadership of power, but of presence. When you enter a room, people feel calmer. When you speak, others find answers within themselves. Because you don't speak to teach, you speak to awaken. And that, Sagittarius, is your healing gift. In the months ahead, you may feel called to change your environment, your home, your work, even your city. Don't be afraid, that's your soul calling you home. To a place where your energy can truly bloom. There are lands that no longer nourish you, and others waiting, open-armed, to welcome the new you with blessings and opportunity. When the heart calls, life knows more than the mind ever can. And right now, Sagittarius, you are entering the most powerful cycle of manifestation. Everything you see clearly in your heart, you will soon see reflected in form. But remember, energy doesn't distinguish between hope and fear. If you plant seeds of doubt, you will harvest confusion. If you plant seeds of trust, you will harvest miracles. So watch your words, your emotions, your intentions. The universe is listening to every syllable, every vibration. This phase also brings healing to the body. Your physical form is upgrading to match a higher frequency. You may feel tired, restless, sensitive. Don't worry, you are integrating new light. Care for yourself as you would tend a sacred garden. Bathe in warm water, eat clean, breathe deeply, walk among trees, touch the earth. Allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to rest. Every tear is purification, every deep sleep is restoration. And within all these changes, love too is transforming. It's no longer a fire that burns and fades, but a steady light, the kind of love that walks beside you, not over you. You will begin to recognize kindred souls, not through words but through the peace they bring. That is your sign. A spiritual doorway will open near the end of this cycle. An inner calling, a feeling of remembering who you truly are. It may arrive through a song, a book, a short conversation, or a dream too vivid to ignore. It will be a conscious rebirth. And the most magical part? You don't have to chase it. It will find you when you are ready, when you have learned the art of surrender and trust. Before you reach for your phone each morning, sit quietly, place a hand over your heart, and whisper, I am ready to receive what is good. I am ready for what is new. I am ready for my true destiny. Don't speak it with expectation, speak it with faith. Because in the unseen world, every word you speak is weaving the thread of your destiny. Someone, somewhere, is thinking of you right now. An opportunity is ripening. A meeting is approaching. A missing piece is finding its way back home. Don't run toward it. Let it run toward you. Patience, too, is a form of wisdom. Your power doesn't lie in predicting the future, but in being fully present. Because when you are truly present, the future finds you. Sagittarius, what you're living through right now is not a collapse. It's a sacred handover, a ritual of transition, a passage from the old self into one more free, more luminous, more real. If your heart trembles as you hear these words, write in the comments, I am ready to walk through the golden door of destiny. Because the moment you declare it, the universe will respond in motion, not in theory. And you, Sagittarius, will finally realize that you are the miracle you've been seeking. Don't fear the intensity of your emotions. They are not a destructive fire, they are a cleansing flame. They burn away illusion, revealing your most honest self. Your soul is a river that never stops flowing, always seeking a wider ocean. Along that path, the rocks and curves are simply how the universe polishes you, softening you, clarifying you, filling you with deeper compassion. Trust me, months from now, you'll look back and understand everything unfolded exactly as it needed to. Every tear, every ending, every goodbye was never wasted. The universe has been sculpting your soul so you can hold the greatness that's on its way. And through it all, let yourself remain a mystery, even to yourself. Don't rush to define who you are. Life becomes gentler when you accept that you don't need all the answers today. The things that once made you feel safe may now be tightening around you like an old skin. Have the courage to shed it. The unknown, that is the land where your soul expands. And there will come a moment, so subtle, so brief, when you feel a current of light passing through your chest, and a quiet voice inside says, "Now I understand." Don't chase it. It will arrive on its own, the universe's confirmation that you are already on the right path, even if you cannot see it yet. Until that moment arrives, just live simply. Sweep the floor, write, cook, laugh, cry, learn. Spirituality isn't found only in rituals. It lives inside small actions, the ones done with presence and love. You don't need to meditate under the stars to connect with the universe. Just be fully alive in each gesture. And that alone becomes a form of prayer. I can feel it. At the horizon, the energy of movement is rising. A calling from the wind, stirring within you. It may come as a long journey, a change of home, or simply a deep craving for freedom, urging you to expand your space, to open your heart wider. Don't ignore that call. Every journey your soul initiates carries a message of destiny, a message you'll only understand once you return. On an emotional level, a profound healing process is unfolding. You will be released from an old bond, not through explosion, but through understanding. One morning you'll wake and realize it doesn't hurt anymore. That is true closure. The heart learns to let go without regret when it finally understands that it has lost nothing, only completed a sacred experience. And now, let me speak to you about love. I know you still believe in it, even when you pretend you don't. Deep down, that faith never died. A new energy is approaching, a soul that will resonate with your peace, not with your wounds. This meeting will not come as a storm, but as a gentle awakening. Don't seek it in desperation. When it arrives, you'll know. Your heart will fall silent, no doubt, no conflict. Everything will feel natural, effortless, as if both souls had agreed to this long ago. But before that, remember, self-love is the foundation of every lasting bond. No one can truly stay until you've chosen yourself first. Don't confuse love with sacrifice. Love is not disappearance. It is expansion. When you love yourself enough not to need anyone's validation, you will naturally attract those who see your worth without you having to explain it. Sagittarius, your energy carries a powerful magnetic field. When you use it in balance, you transform everything you touch. But to do that, you must cleanse your channel. Perform a simple ritual tonight. Light a white candle, place a glass of water beside it, and write down everything you are ready to release: fear, anger, repetition, attachment. Read it out loud, then burn the paper. Let the smoke carry away what no longer belongs. Take a deep breath, say thank you, and whisper softly, "I am ready. I am ready for what's new." Trust that unseen guides are walking beside you. You don't have to see them. You only have to notice the strange peace that arrives right on time, or the answer that appears the moment you ask. That's them, guiding you quietly, never interfering, only reminding you to trust a little more. And when you do, a new cycle of expansion will begin, not just spiritual but material. Projects that were stuck will start to move. An idea will find its direction. A door will open where you once saw a wall. Don't force the outcome. Let life surprise you. The universe has its own sense of timing, and it's always more precise than any human clock. If these words touch your heart, write in the comments. I am ready to expand, to trust, and to receive miracles. Because the moment you speak it, the universe responds, and the new doorway of your soul begins to open quietly. And even though the journey may seem long, everything will arrive exactly when it's meant to. When abundance appears, because it will, share it with gratitude. Don't forget who you are when nothing feels certain. Humility doesn't mean shrinking. It means remembering where you began and blessing every step of your way back home. In the months ahead, write. Let the pen become the doorway through which your soul speaks. Don't worry if you don't know what to write. Just begin. Because words are mirrors of your being, and the things you cannot say, let them flow onto the page. Each line will be a key, opening another inner door. And there, you will see clearly what your heart has been trying to show you all along. And when night falls, before you close your eyes, look up at the sky. The same sky that holds you tonight once held those who loved you before. They are watching, proud of the light you are now carrying into this world. Their energy still walks beside you, quietly, gently, protecting, inspiring. They are the ancient songs still humming in your blood. Remember, your purpose is not just to exist, but to expand, to love, to create, to leave behind traces of light wherever you go. The universe didn't place you here by accident. You are a delicate piece in its perfect design, a conscious spark discovering its own power. So when doubt returns, because it will, pause and whisper, I am part of the whole. I lack nothing. All is well. That phrase is a doorway. Open it each time fear knocks at your heart. Sagittarius, breathe deeply now. The cycle is closing and opening at once. Everything you've been through was never punishment. It was preparation. You have preparation to remember that you were never fighting the world. You were always part of it. The universe doesn't move in straight lines. It moves in spirals. And right now, that spiral is lifting you higher. Everything you have learned, everything you have released, everything you have loved in faith is returning, magnified, illuminated. The energy you radiate today is the seed of tomorrow, and the flowers that bloom from it will carry your name in light. Look up. Sagittarius, the sky is opening. This is the moment to say, I am here. I am myself. I am worthy of every good thing coming my way. Don't doubt anymore. Don't hide who you are. Don't fear the light you carry. You've walked out of the shadows, and this dawn belongs to you. The universe is inviting you to rise with other awakened souls, the light bearers, the healers, the writers of destiny. Because you, Sagittarius, are ancient power in youthful form. A soul wisdom, remembering its mission. From this moment forward, doors will open, paths will clear. True love, aligned purpose, and peace that depends on no one else are all making their way toward you. Walk calmly. Let life surprise you. Everything you touch will carry your light. Every word you speak will echo with creative power. Because the change you've been waiting for was never coming from outside, it's being born from within you. And if you're hearing these words and your heart stirs softly whispering, "This is meant for me," then don't stay silent. Share that energy, because by doing so, you're nourishing this sacred space, helping its light reach more souls. Subscribe, share, leave your message below. Let the circle of awakened souls grow together, a place where each of us sees our reflection in love and in faith. Thank you, Sagittarius, for listening with your heart. Thank you for believing, even after being hurt. Thank you for still choosing the light. And from this unseen realm, I send you an embrace made of starlight, the full energy of the universe itself. Until we meet again, may the light that rose within you today never fade again.